Welcome to this little check-in, Alex and Millie. Today we're going to talk about how the first weeks went with the ColdIQ team, kind of having the intention of making the post more on LinkedIn. Maybe, Alex, you can say just a quick introduction what ColdIQ is actually doing and why it is so relevant for you that more of your team members are active on LinkedIn.
Yes, sounds good. So thanks for having us. I'm Alex, the co-founder at ColdIQ. But it's super simply, ColdIQ is the one-stop shop for everything go-to-market. So we have multiple parts to the business. We have a go-to-market agency where we help companies with their go-to-market strategy. We mainly help companies with outbound and ABM. And then we also have info product where we help people start their own AI sales agency. And so LinkedIn for us has been the main lead gen method since we started the business. To put some numbers, in 2024, we booked around 1,100 meetings from LinkedIn. Over the past few months, we've been trying to the amount of posts that the entire team is posting. So far, Millie is going to correct me, but I think we've posted last month 160 posts across the team, and the goal is to get that up to 500 by end of the year.
Amazing. I think there's already some progress. Could you maybe explain a little bit, you feel like the team was blocked before we started to work together, and then why you also decided to start this whole collaboration?
Yeah, so usually it's a time problem and an idea problem. So typically when you ask your team to post on LinkedIn, you need to remember that this is time that they need to take on top of the existing task. So for us, the main role is go-to-market engineer. We have a lot of people working in the agency building campaigns for clients. So whenever you ask them to actually post content, it means that they need to take time to then think about what they're going to post about. They need to sync with our design team to think about all the assets they're going to use for the post. And so that's where the two things where usually you need to help people to give them a nudge to first give them the confidence that the idea you have are valid. This should be the things you should talk about. Working with Scripe and you running the workshop has been helping a lot to also help people figure out what should be the content pillars they should.
Yeah, absolutely. It has been very interesting to also learn about the different backgrounds from the team and help them on that. And maybe also over to your content, because I think it's going to be super insightful to get some of your best practices because you have established a workflow together, like with Millie, with Mish, your co-founder as well, to really ramp up the content for yourself. And you've seen the amazing results it has been giving you. Inbound leads, like all the awareness that you got from LinkedIn. What would you say in that process has been most eye-opening for you that you could maybe share with other folks out there who also want to post more content or to make their team post more content, and how Scripe has been helpful in that process?
Yeah, something that helps a lot at the beginning to kind of go over the fear of posting. A lot of people always think that they need to reinvent the wheel when it's about posting content, like getting a bit overwhelmed, that they think that what they have to say is not valuable. But when you get started, I think the easiest thing to do is to document the journey. I think if you're like a startup founder, if you're like building something at the beginning, just to explain what your week was like, what I was doing at the beginning was writing down inside of the company and try to just document that. Actually, you would be surprised how many people are actually interested to hear how your week was and what you learned and what you discovered. So that was a bit the beginning of the content journey, sharing the knowledge, trying to gather some numbers. If you have an agency, kind of sharing client success stories. And then the more you do it, the more confident you become at posting content. And other than that, the ideas, they usually come by doing interesting things. So at the beginning, just like spending a lot of time or working with clients, having a lot of meetings, hiring your first team member, just going through like normal day-to-day activities, just already giving you a lot of content ideas.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think one feature that you were mentioning a lot of times that was also established through our collaboration was the inspiration page. Maybe because you've been using it so heavily, could you maybe explain how you use the inspiration page from Scribe, or how you've been using just the inspiration from other people on LinkedIn for your content as well?
Yes, again, to go back to the idea of you don't need to reinvent the wheel when you create content. Something that helps a lot is inspiration from other creators. Sometimes you have like almost trends of type of posts that perform extremely well. So a few weeks back was like everyone was talking about AI agents and AI agents directories. That was like the type of posts that were performing really well. And there you can get a lot of inspiration. You can see what type of engagement other creators are getting. And so inside of Scripe, that's usually also like the process we go through to see if we want to talk about AI, what were like the AI topics that were very successful over the last few weeks and kind of compare and get some source of inspiration.
Amazing. So to maybe sum up this quick teaser conversation, what would you say, since we started working together, has been the biggest win for you and the team in 1 or 2 sentences?
Just getting the rest of the team to post more. So Millie has been helping a lot there. Also, like consults with people, like implement Stripe, showing them how to use the tool, teaching them how to find ideas for the next post, and also having general analytics across an entire team helps a lot because then we can also track how often people are posting, what's the engagement targeting, to track what your team is doing, being like a big game changer because we kind of move away from just having the two co-founders more towards having like an entire company where everyone is really engaged in.
Really nice. Very happy to hear that. Thank you so much for sharing the insights.